For this particular video, we're looking at formulae. We're looking at rearranging formulae, and specifically I've chosen to look at an example where we're rearranging the equation of a line. Now the equation of a line we've been given, 6y plus 5x equals 15, is written with x and y on the left hand side and the number on the right hand side. First thing we're going to do is make y the subject. Now that means rearrange the equation so it reads y equals. So to do that, what we're going to need to do is move everything else on the left hand side away from the y. The first thing we're going to do is take away 5x, because to make y the subject we're going to need the 5x to be on the other side. So we're going to take it away, which means we'll be left with 6y on the left hand side, but on the right hand side we'll still have the 15, but it will be minus 5x. Now we've got 6y's, but we only want it to be y equals, so we're going to need to divide by 6. If we do that, we'll just get y on the left hand side. 15 divided by 6, well 6 goes in twice, and you've got 3 left over, which is half of it, so 2.5. And if we divide 5 by 6, well, we can just write that as 5/6. And we have now made x the subject. Now we could go on to find the gradient of this line now, because to find the gradient of the line you ideally want to have it in the form y equals mx plus c. So this is the normal format of an equation of a straight line, and m represents the gradient. I think g was already being used when they came up with the letters, and c is the y-intercept. It's the point at which the line goes through the y-axis. So m is a gradient, which is the number in front of the x, and if we look at our particular equation here, it tells us that we've got y equals, and if I rearrange it so it's written in the same way as y equals mx plus c, we've got that. So the gradient of this particular line, the line we started with up here, is negative 5/6. One other question you might be asked in relation to this is this particular point on the line? There's two ways of doing it. You can substitute it into this equation, or you can substitute it into the top equation. I prefer the look of the top equation. So sub x equals 9 and y equals negative 5. That's just the coordinates, the x and the y coordinate. And I'm going to substitute into 6y plus 5x equals 15. And if we do that, we'll have 6 times negative 5 plus 5 times 9, and that will give us negative 30 plus 45, and you should notice that that does in fact equal 15. So the point is on the line. And that's some uses of rearranging formulae to get an equation of the line, finding the gradient, and then also checking whether points are on the line or not.